This is Blonde Music News. I'm Rebecca Sansom. Slight name change. Oh my god! What is behind me? Where are the little records? Yeah, Kristen.
Stop freaking out, Rebecca.
What
it's
is
fine,
happening?
I promise. I just changed the graphics. The little vinyl records are really starting to get to me. It's fine, literally. Just go on. Do the show.
Sorry. Jeez. That's how I deal with drastic changes. I'm okay. It's part of my process. Anyway, a little rundown for new viewers. I, Rebecca Sansom, am an Emmy award-winning video editor, tout ya town, genuine human productions with a major in broadcast journalism. I was the anchor for our college news station for 2 years. I'm also an artist manager and owner of Blonde Records, trying to get as many people as possible to care about the Myths, Celeste, Krishna, and Goldilocks. Speaking of, the Myths' Prey is out now, Celeste Krishna's Puzzle is available, and Goldilocks' Type of Way is coming soon. I also feel very passionate about amplifying generally underrepresented artists, like women, gender nonconforming, LGBTQ+, allies, and artists of color. From looking at me, you may not see a super marginalized person, but I am actually part of a very small, only 2% of the population, group of misunderstood people as an adoptee. So the feeling of not belonging is not wholly unfamiliar to me. This show is the most authentic thing I've ever done. If you know me, then you know this show really is my personality. Sam Sumter and I have the exact same vision in telling as many people as possible about good music, and everyone on the news team shares that mission as well. We're so happy to have you here. Now for some music news. Spotify figured out a way to save money by taking down 750,000 small indie artist songs for using bot streams. Some are applauding this move, while others are questioning why majors weren't effective. They've been accused of using bot streams to get their numbers to a certain point. Some of our friends got their tracks removed after using Submit Hub and other marketing services for playlisting. Spotify said those playlists then used bots. So even if you didn't knowingly pay for playlisting or bot streams, your tracks could have been removed. You can appeal using a form that we'll link to in the show notes, but it's a mess. Most of the songs were distributed through DistroKid. For season 2, we're going to have the featured artist do an exclusive performance right after the show, so 7:15-ish on Left Bank Magazine's YouTube channel. To kick things off, we have our favorite synth pop poppy Bentley Robles here to tell you more about Duh.
Hey guys, I'm Bentley Robles, and I am so excited to give you guys some insight on my new single, Duh. Thank you so much, Blonde Records Music News, for having me. My new single, Duh, that just dropped on the 7th is a breakup anthem. I wanted to produce a song that really captured the essence of that moment when you no longer feel the need to be somebody for somebody else. The opening line of the song is, "So you think you're cooler than me? I know you do." And I really wanted to kind of play along with that whole vibe of like, I don't really care what you think of me because I know that I am better without you. It's a club, alts pop, dance banger, and I know you guys are gonna love it. The chorus of the song is simply dum da da da, and I think it's gonna get stuck in your head.
I can taste it on my lips, cathartic, free falling through the night.
So happy that it's out. Go check it out. I'm on every platform. Again, my name is Bentley Robles, and thank you so much, Blonde Records.
Duh. Bentley's just the best. Stick around to see more of that ass after the show. We're sure Nicki Minaj is sorry she used Tracy Chapman's lyrics in her song Sorry because she lost that lawsuit. Let's get litigious with Mike Lawrence.
Thanks, Rebecca. Tracy Chapman won a copyright infringement case against Nicki Minaj for Minaj's use of Chapman's song Baby Can I Hold You to write Sorry, a collaboration between herself and Nas. As a result of the offer of judgment, Chapman will receive $450,000 from Minaj. Tracy Chapman filed a lawsuit against Minaj in the U.S. District Court of California when Minaj recorded Sorry using Chapman's composition of Baby Can I Hold You after Chapman denied Minaj's request to use Chapman's composition. Chapman is known to have never authorized uses of her compositions or recordings. Anytime an artist wishes to use another artist's composition or sound recording, that artist must obtain a license. A license is needed for both the underlying musical composition and the recording if a sample is taken from the original recording of a song. In a practice known as interpolating, some artists circumvent the requirement to get a license for the sound recording by making their own recording of the artist's composition. While Minaj did not take a sample of Chapman's sound recording, Minaj did utilize Chapman's composition, which also requires a license. The offer of judgment is a penalty for Minaj failing to secure a license for the re-recordation of Chapman's composition in Baby Can I Hold You. The moral of the story here is, it is not cheaper to keep an unauthorized use of another artist's song. This is Mike Lawrence for Blonde News. Back to you, Rebecca.
Thanks, Mike. Like, duh. Don't fuck with Tracy Chapman. God damn it! The Grammys can't seem to grasp this inclusion thing. The award show is facing another crisis as nominees in the Best Children's Album category are saying no thanks after the announcement of the homogeneous all-white slate was announced. The show has also been rescheduled for March because this month in California is a dumpster fire. Speaking of dumpster fires, has Trump been impeached yet, Sam?
Rebecca, I've been asking myself that question about 3 times a day, every day for the last 4 years. But in less horrifying news, I am very stoked to kick off the year with a really, really excellent edition of Quick Picks. We're going to start off with the debut single from Little Sun. This is All Right.
The world is trash, but you're alright. It'll be alright one of these days. Justice is dirty work.
So obsessed with that one. That premiered on band's DBK this past week. Is off the band's upcoming record, Rainbow Body, which hits in I think about 3 weeks at this point. Again, super stoked on this one. Ryan Lloyd of the band described it as a coming-of-age tale, again and again. And second, we have the Ferris Bueller-inspired living room dance party of my quarantine dreams. This is Taste Like Sugar, the new song and video from Ben Rice.
And now she wasn't there, 'cause you taste like sugar. You taste like sugar. 'Cause you taste like sugar.
Such a fun vibe on that one. That premiered on band's DBK this past week, and if you look, you might see some familiar faces from the Brooklyn music scene. Be sure and check it out. This past year, I became absolutely obsessed with Adeline. Everything she does is so good, and the newest single is no exception. This is Whisper My Name.
Wanna hear you whisper my name. Magic, like a spell in my heartbeat. Every time that I breathe, it grows inside of me. Magnets, pull me into your arms.
Love it. You can catch her perform that song via the Colors session that dropped this past week. The link to that is in Adeline's bio. And fourth, we've got a cross-continental collab in the form of The Way That I Do, the new song from Brooklyn artists êMIA and Bristol's Laxcity.
Let me know if you feel the way that I do. The way that I do. The way that I do.
This is the second song that the duo have done together. The first was called Just Try. So be sure and check both of those out. Along with submissions, blogs, Instagram, and of course the ever-present algorithm. Turns out dating apps, pretty good source of music discovery. This next band was actually recommended to me by a user who shall remain anonymous. This is Blue Plutos, and the song is Clipper Ship.
Singing siren songs to something forgot. To time reunited feels so bad.
It's from the band's record Come Back This Way, which actually dropped back in May, but I have been absolutely obsessing over it for the last 2 weeks. So shout out to that dude on Tinder for turning me on to that band. We may never meet IRL, but I'm so glad I swiped right. You can check out that record and buy it at blueplutos.bandcamp.com. And for my last pick, we've got Cheap Synths, who just accomplished their absolutely insane goal of releasing one song every week of 2020. This is Went and Did It, their 52nd song, which just dropped on Christmas.
I was with my friends, we were having a good time, we were wilding out, we were on our fourth bottle of wine. They said, how'd you get all this, and how'd you get all that? I said, it's really simple. When they told me that I couldn't do it, I just went and did it. When they told me that I couldn't do it, I just went and did it.
About 52 times more than I accomplished this year. Congrats, guys. And finally, I want to give a shout out to Oceanator and Monica, who kick off their virtual tour this week. Be sure and meet me at the Brooklyn Stop on Thursday. You can buy tickets at oceanator.surf. Thanks so much. This has been Bands Do BK. Be sure and check us out for info on your favorite artists and their favorite places in Brooklyn. Back to you, Rebecca.
Thanks, Sam. We have one more announcement to make for season 2. Our resident DJ, Father Space Cadet, will be DJing a playlist curated by either Left Bank, Bands Do BK, or this show's playlist, featuring artists we love, on Saturdays at 9 p.m. via Zoom. So follow Father Space Cadet and Left Bank Magazine on Instagram for details. Finally, we have patrons on Patreon now. And here is Gabby Love to tell you more about how you can support the show.
That's right, Rebecca. For those of you who don't know, Patreon is a platform that you can use to support projects and artists that you love. We've started a tier for this show at just $1 a month, which Patreon probably was not too thrilled about, but it's a pandemic. For just $1 a month, you will help support show growth and the artists that are on the show themselves. Please consider being a part of our community so you can get guaranteed support from us, because we will love you forever, and you'll get exclusive offers like custom merch, never before seen content, and VIP access to events when they start up again. Help us get 25,000 followers to give us $1 a month. I feel like it's achievable. 2021, dream big, babes. More details and the link to support the show are in the show notes below. Back to you, Rebecca.
Thanks, Gabby. And thanks to all of you who have already signed up as patrons. It seriously gives us so much life. So much life. You gonna catch this? Okay, stay tuned to see Bentley Robles live. Stay safe, stay positive, save the world. I'm Rebecca Sampson. Did the mic fall completely down? No.